Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel, and yes, we have finally confirmation of what is going to be the content for DLC 6 in Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, and this has caught quite literally everyone by surprise. So DBS Hype guy, my guy, this guy publishes a lot of leaks and information, so he said something amazing. DBS Z Kakarot DLC 6 about to be amazing, and guess what? It's the end of the saga. That's right, Goku and Oob in the World Tournament, okay? And this is effectively just after the events at the end of Dragon Ball Z. After they defeat Buu, after a few years, effectively Goku meets the reincarnated Oob. And then of course they begin their training and stuff like that. So this, guys, is going to be the DLC 6, alright? Now it's not Super because effectively there was a correction made by Super, so as you can see here, Super Chronicles actually made the correction 13 hours ago, which is also very weird the way that he made this, but you know, kudos to him anyway. He leaked a lot of stuff as well, so he kind of made an adjustment here just 13 hours ago, because before, in May the 1st, he said that the next DLC pack for Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, of course, these people interpreted it as being effectively potentially the next DLC, as in DLC 6, but it seems that is not going to be the case. So he said the following: there's some confusion I see, DLC 6 isn't for Super, I meant that the next DLC pack to be Super. I could have just said DLC 6 if I meant so. In your words, Season Pack 3. So effectively, Super is going to be Season Pack 3, so Season Pass 3, which at some point it might get announced maybe in 2024. I don't know. This is why I said it won't be a sequel to Z Kakarot. Sorry for the poor choice of words. So effectively, the Super Chronicles kind of confirming to us that actually there's been a misunderstanding, and what we thought was going to be a DLC 6, which is Super, it's not the case. The DLC 6 is, guys, now confirmed. It's going to be end of the saga. And also Hype is saying something here which is just frosting or icing on the cake, which is just amazing, which is the following: they'll be adding a good amount of extra content since end of the saga is pretty short, and now we know why they have the crowned combat in, of course, DLC 5. Which, by the way, we have some new images, so these are some of the new HD images for the DLC 5, which look pretty cool. As you can see here, quite good detail, H quality, really nice. Alright, we have some more here. Alright, pretty nice. I mean, it's really good. I mean, you can see that the DLC is pretty much finished. I don't know when it's going to be released, but it's pretty much finished, guys. So because they enabled the tournament mode and the ground combat, it just made so much sense for them to insert the end of the saga. Now, the only problem with the end of the saga is I just have one problem, and as Hype is saying, it's quite short. So what I believe is going to happen is that they're going to add a ton of content before the tournament, content during the tournament, or just say the main tournament, and of course then content after the tournament when Goku just flies away with Oob, pretty much, because the end of the saga is just like, what, one episode effectively, right? So in the anime, so because of that, I believe that they're going to kind of expand it massively, and hopefully with this one it actually makes sense, guys, because now what we have is the end of the saga in Dragon Ball Z. Now they can actually add Goku Super Saiyan, like with its current main story transformations and stuff like that. You can actually now add them in the tournament mode, so maybe in DLC 6 we will actually see a full-fledged tournament mode, which would make sense, of course, because then they could add Tien, they could add Goku, Frieza, sorry, my bad, Frieza, Goku, Vegeta, Oob, Gohan, of course, maybe even Krillin, and maybe add some of the villains as well, as in, like, you know, like effectively post-game, post-end game, as I would say, enable a tournament mode where you can play as a villain, for example. That would just be freaking awesome. Bring back Bardock as well, why not? I mean, it would just be so cool, because it's effectively your fantasy tournament, right? It's your tournament and you can make anyone fight against anyone. So I'm really curious how this is gonna work out, to be honest. This is gonna be quite interesting, guys. I'm not sure if effectively this is going to be the best DLC or not, because I'm already seeing quite a few people a bit disappointed on this one. Like there's a few people who effectively say that they're not really keen on that. But yeah, like this guy here is not really that excited, but you know, like at the end of the day, doesn't matter. Like there is just a preparation. Like Season Pass 2 is almost like, you know, ending the Z story, so then we can get Super Story in DLC, sorry, in Season Pass 3. It just makes quite a lot of sense, to be honest, because they want to expand Kakarot, and they know that, you know, before releasing Dragon Ball Super Kakarot, which may release at some point in the future, I don't know when, it's much better now to release just DLCs, because they know that they make a ton of money with this, as they've seen in, of course, Xenoverse 2. So guys, that's it for today's video on the DLC 6 for Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. We have End of Z Saga. Let's just check this out a bit more, because we can actually see a bit of about the story. So the Peaceful World Saga, as they call it here, as also known as the End of Z Saga, is the epilogue saga of Dragon Ball Z, taking place 10 years after the end of the Kid Buu saga. It is usually treated as part of the Majin Buu saga, more or less, right? But was marked as a saga in its own right as part of Dragon Ball SSSS 13th anniversary timeline in Japan. It aired in January 1996 and it aired in the United States in April 2003. Quite a long time after that, right? Which is crazy. We have here the anime episodes. Oh, actually, my bad. Actually, there was 3 episodes. My bad. So I was actually mistaken. That was only 1 episode, but actually there's a 288 to 291, and in Kai was actually 2 episodes, as you can see here. So I kind of made it a bit shorter. So yeah, it's pretty cool, to be honest. 3 episodes. There's some content there. I'm gonna see here the contents of it. So we have a new beginning for Goku. Then we have, of course, the Goku meets Oob, his new mentor, and then that's kind of pretty much it, right, as you can see here. Now, guys, quite exciting, to be honest. I think we might get to hear more stuff than we actually expect, because I am pretty sure that the developers are going to expand this quite substantially and make it worth our while. I mean, you know, battles features, you can see here. So the battles are the following: Goku versus Snake, T-Rex versus Triceratops, Goku versus Goten in training, Pan versus Wild Tiger, Goku versus Oob, Pan versus Goten in anime only. So I guess Pan is gonna be, of course, most likely, what, playable character, potentially. I mean, she could also be playable, you know. I don't know, like we'll see effectively what happens, right? And then obviously we have Goku versus Goten, and then obviously we have Goku versus Oob, which is really cool. I guess it's also going to be Goku versus Vegeta, most likely. It could, you know, be possible. And is the 28th martial arts tournament. Meet a 10-year-old boy called Oob, and this is how things kind of evolve in the actual story. So guys, that's it for today's video. Let me know in the comments, are you excited about this DLC 6 or are you disappointed? What is your thoughts on this right now? Unfortunately, there's still no news about when DLC 5 is actually going to release. As we see in the actual development log, we have that now they're actually working on version 2.0 and version 2.1, which I guess is just some debug adjustments, like version updates. So they found some problems in this one, which is of course the DLC 5, and now they're working on some fixes and corrections for the update on this. But unfortunately, as you can see here, like nothing has happened, and there's been some movement here in the last couple of days, so they're actually doing some work. But like I said before, development, as here's the development of 2.01, okay, which is really interesting here. But it's basically all encrypted. We don't know when is it going to be released, but it seems that very likely that something is going to happen very soon, because something is going to be moving here, which is really exciting. So guys, that's it for today's video on this one. Quite exciting, guys. Of course, I mean, we're getting a new DLC for Dragon Ball Z, and it's a saga which we never really explored gameplay in the game in the way we're going to explore in Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. So why not? Let's give it a go and see how this one actually plays out. So guys, that's it for today's video. As always, I shall see you later in the next video. Subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell to support the channel, and see you soon, guys, in the next one.